I took the job because nobody else wanted it. That should have been my first warning. Station 47 sits alone about 20 miles outside of town. I took the job because nobody else wanted it. That should have been my first warning. Station 47 sits alone about 20 miles outside of town. Just a single gas pump, a flickering neon sign, and a convenience store that looked like it hadn't been renovated since the 80s. I took the job because nobody else wanted it. That should have been my first warning. Station 47 sits alone outside, about 20 miles. The nearest town, just a single gas pump, a flickering neon sign, and a convenience store that looked like it hadn't been renovated since the 80s. The highway runs past it like a dark river after midnight. Hardly any cars pass. My shift started at 11 p.m. The manager, Carl, barely looked at me when he handed me the keys. Lock the doors at midnight, he said. And whatever you hear, do not go outside. I laughed. He didn't. Midnight came quickly. I locked the doors and flipped the close side like Carl said. The neon outside buzzed softly. The fluorescent lights hummed above the aisles. For the first hour, nothing happened. Then the phone rang. There was only one phone in the store, a landline behind the counter. I picked it up. There was nothing but static. Then a voice whispered, "Don't let it in." I frowned. "Hello?" The line went dead. Probably a prank call. At least that's what I told myself. Around 1:30 a.m., I heard knocking at the glass door. 3 slow taps. Knock, knock, knock. I looked up. A man stood outside under the neon light. Tall, thin, wearing an old coat that hung off him like wet fabric. His face was hard to see in the glare of the sign. He raised one hand and tapped again. Knock, knock, knock. I walked towards the door, pointed at the closed sign. "I'm sorry, we're closed," I said through the glass. The man didn't move, didn't blink. Then slowly he tilted his head, like he was studying me. Something about it made my stomach twist. After about 10 seconds, he turned and walked into the darkness beside the building. I waited for him to reach a car, but I never heard an engine. At 2:07 a.m., the phone rang again. I almost ignored it, but something told me to answer. Static again, then the same whisper. "You opened the door." My chest tightened. "I didn't open anything," I said. The silence. Then the voice said something that made my blood run cold. "He's already inside." Then the voice said something that made my blood run cold. "He's already inside." The line went dead. I felt stupid immediately. There was no one inside. I checked the aisles once again. Chips, candy, soda, everything normal. But when I reached back the store, I noticed something strange. The storage door was open. I was sure I had closed it earlier. Inside, the lights were off. I stepped closer. Okay, well, damn thing. Alright, something was not right. Okay, we're gonna try this one. Hopefully about right there. And we're gonna see. That's gonna go back with that one. I do think it was hopefully about here. But yeah. I'm gonna turn this one back down just a bit more. And well, hopefully. That does help, but yeah. Not sure. Okay, well, we're gonna find out here. Hopefully that does help out, but yeah. Hopefully this works, but we're gonna find out this one. I do think anyways. Let's go here, and I'm gonna put this one back just a bit more. I felt stupid immediately. There was no one inside. I checked the aisles anyway. Chips, candy, soda, everything normal. But when I reached the back of the store, I noticed something strange. Inside, the lights were off. I stepped closer. "Hello," I called. No answer. I reached for the switch and flicked the light on. Empty. Just boxes. I sighed and turned back toward the counter. That's when I saw the footprints. Wet ones. Leading from the back room toward the aisle. The phone rang again, louder this time. Angrier, I ran to the counter and grabbed it. "What?" I shouted. The whisper returned, but this time it sounded afraid. "You have to hide." My hands started shaking. "Who is this?" The voice replied, "He doesn't know what you look like yet." Then the lights flickered, once, twice, and the whisper said one last thing. "Don't let him see your face." The lights went out. Total darkness. The humming stopped. Even the neon outside went silent and quiet. I heard breathing, not mine. Something was moving slowly down one of the aisles. Its footsteps were wrong, too slow, too careful. Like it was listening, I slid down behind the counter and held my breath. The footsteps stopped. Then I heard something that still keeps me awake at night. My own voice, from somewhere in the store, calling out, "Hey, I think the power's out." Perfect. Almost. Exactly like me. Then it said it again. And I realized something horrifying. It wasn't looking for me. It was learning how to be me. The footsteps moved closer to the counter. I squeezed my eyes shut, trying not to breathe, trying not to exist. Then the whispering started again. Right on the other side of the counter. "Found you." When the morning shift arrived at 6 a.m., they found the store empty. No sign of a break-in, no body. Just the phone off the hook.